Time for another video. This is about my assessment of Corey's little opening rant. Like he started probably like 10-15 minutes into the show. Folks. Basically, man, Corey, man, on the 5150 show, the yesterday's April 22nd episode, Tuesday. I noticed something, man. I've been noticing something over the years, man. He be taking little passive aggressive shots at Darlene and Marcus and other, now Craig Smith. Man, I was just thinking, man, like, he be saying, "That's why I'm by myself." Yes, you're gonna be by yourself. It's some fundamental things like that he don't really understand about people, man. Like you got Craig Smith, you got Darlene Ortiz up there. They cool with people, and then Corey will fall out with the people they cool with, and then Corey would expect Darlene and Craig to kind of take his side, man, and to kind of put them on blast and all that. And then when they don't do it, he take little subtle shots at them. Like, man, you can't do that, man. Like, Darlene may know somebody for many years. Craig may know this person for many years and may know him, be cool with him. Then just because now all of a sudden Corey don't like these people, or they're saying something about him, now he expect them to kind of have the same opinion about him that he has about him now. Like, okay, let's say Craig knows somebody who Corey don't get along with now, all of a sudden. And Corey may say, well, because he's saying these things about me, Craig ain't taking my side, then Craig ain't a real nigga, and I don't need to be around him. But you don't understand, man. People have different relationships with other people, man. He a fuckboy to you, Corey. Just because you call somebody a fuckboy, that don't mean that's the standard. That don't mean you definitively made them a fuckboy. If they're a fuckboy to you, it may not be a fuckboy to somebody else. But some character aspects kind of go hand in hand. You friends with fuckboy, you probably are a fuckboy. But it depends. If you're doing business with the fuckboy haven't fucked you over, just because the fuckboy fucked you over, maybe the fuckboy see you as a fuckboy. Ever think about that? See, that's the thing, man. About me, I'm very gifted at analyzing people, and I say that with pride. But I've seen it, man. Whenever I don't follow my instincts about a person, because I know things, God-given things, just by having a gift, man, of discernment about people, man. I noticed, man, a lot of people that when I was growing up, I had dudes talk shit to me, call me a fuckboy, and I can literally put my fist through their face. Like, I'm up here bench pressing 440, and some nigga talking to me like they can whip my ass like I'm a punk on some, I'm like, man, I would ball this dude up and roll him under the fucking table, man. Excuse my language, folks. But you get the point, man. It's like you got people out here, they quick to call somebody a fuck nigga. And the thing is, man, I learned some lessons in life, man. It told me, man, all right, you think this dude's a joke, and he laugh, he's jokey, but then you get into a fight with this dude got some strength on him. He got some heart about him. Like, basically, man, don't underestimate people. Okay, he's a fuckboy. He's a fuckboy based on how he deals with you in particular. Everybody don't fight everybody the same, and everybody don't deal with everybody the same. Listening to my brother and my friend, I fought a dude and took an L who I didn't want to fight. And I didn't want to fight the dude because the thing is, when we snapped cap, they called it capping Jones on each other, I took nothing he said seriously, man, because I already discerned what kind of person he was. He was an alright dude. But my brother and friend said he was serious and making, like, man, I wouldn't take that, man. I wouldn't take that. See, they didn't know him. I did. You see what I'm saying? And they talked me and peer pressured me into fighting this dude. And I took an L because he grabbed my hair in the fight. I had a lot of long hair at the time, in my teenage years, late teens. So I took an L with that, an unnecessary L. You know, we met up years later with the dude. The dude, you know, he ended up becoming like a finance guy or something like that for a bank or something. You know, he was one of them dudes, man. You know, we stayed in the hood, but you know, his parents, you know, they had a decent property and all that, so he was, you know, able to afford school and all that, college. So you know, he took us out. We, you know, the lunch one time. Me and the other friend who got me to fight him. So it was like, even after the fight, man, I was like, man, why'd I fight this dude? Like, man, he forced me, and he kind of looked at me funny, man. We kind of looked. I'm just saying, man, like Corey Holcomb, man, like you in particular, man, you burn bridges with people, and he admitted on the show, man, you hang with me, man, you gonna lose a lot of opportunities. And the thing is, he gonna be one of them because he ain't gonna be able to deal with other people interacting with people he don't get along with or he's beefing with. See what I'm saying? Like, Craig Smith and Darlene Ortiz can be doing business with these people he get into beefs with. He don't care. How you gonna just up and cut somebody off because now Corey Holcomb is beefing with him, man? It don't work like that, man. You say, well, I ain't gonna hang around Darlene and Craig after a while. Well, you won't, and you gonna keep burning bridges, man. And the thing is, Mr. Holcomb, I'm speaking to you in particular. I don't know if this video gonna get to you. You can't keep burning your bridges, man. Like, if you got people who's cool with you. See, as I got older, man, you stop looking at people as friends, man. You don't have friends, man. When you young, you have friends because a lot of times you know y'all get to know each other from early on. They be in your house and all that. But when you up in age, man, you more so have associates, man. They're not really like Darlene. You cool with Darlene, but Darlene ain't really. I would say she your friend. That's how women are, man. Like, even my mom like that. Like, I be telling her, you know, she shouldn't associate with certain people that I don't think is good for her. She don't listen to me. She'll listen, and then something happened, and she be like, yeah, I should have, you know. But people make their own choices, man. You know, that's why people is calling Craig a lackey and all that, because that's what you want. You really want lackeys, Mr. Holcomb. You want lackeys, man. Like you a funny dude, man, but like you be saying, some people be saying about you are kind of reckless, man. Like, you can't expect people to just get up and change because you now have a beef with who they dealing with, man. Don't work like that. Somebody can just come around you and get into it with somebody you like. Are you gonna stop hanging with them for Craig or Darlene? Probably not. What about one of them hoes you dealing with? You know, Craig Smith get into arguing with him, you know, have some real heated words. Darlene has some heated words. Darlene get into a fight. You gonna stop hanging with that chick? And what if Darlene started it? You know, Darlene say, hey, I can't hang with you, you know. Darlene might have like her own opinion about it, believing she right about it. You think she started it. I should say that. You think she started it. It may not have been that. But you ain't gonna stop hanging with your girl, Mr. Holcomb. Because she got into a fight with Darlene, the girl you like, you feeling. Like, man, the thing is, I don't put my trust into people, man. Like, as you get older, man, you start seeing that there's limits to love, man. Limits to love and loyalty, man. Self-preservation comes ahead of everything, man. You can't deal with that. You're gonna have a lot of problems out here, man. Don't isolate yourself, man, because you keep isolating yourself. You talk about that thing, you know, and I have one. A lot of people have guns on them. A lot of people have guns, but you got to get to it, and you got to be the first one to use it. And your aim got to be true. Because if your aim ain't true, what's the point of having one? You've been caught. What you gonna do? Try to turn around and use it and get blasted? Yeah, that thing make you feel powerful, but it all comes down to having an advantage. You got to get the jump on somebody, man. You got to be physically strong, and you got to be physically capable. You can't neglect that because you're carrying weapons. But what if you can't get to that weapon? You got to fight. Sometimes you got to fight to get to that weapon. Sometimes, if you're strong enough, you are the weapon. See, and you don't even have to go reach for nothing, because you can manhandle somebody, strong arm them to death if need be. You know, you got skills, got hands, got feet, got choke holds. You got shoulder press strength, you can slam folk. You got endurance. You can put up a scrap for a good amount of time without being winded. You gotta have all that, man. You gotta have a total package out here. Be alienating folks. And you know, there's probably a lot of gay dudes you be encountering, man, who be